Now, if you look around online, right, you stumble across this place of creating your own reality. And there's two type of people, and I want you to be none of them, right? The first type of person is like, oh yeah, you need to take action every single day. Take action, be productive, and be like this. You gotta do everything. You gotta do something at least right now, right? It's like you gotta do something right now. You can't be sitting down idly chilling. You can't be doing that. You have to do something. You need to be productive 100% of the time, right? And the other one is you just kind of sit there and hope for things to happen, right? It's called manifestation, basically. And you just kind of manifest the things which you want, and you just sit there and you hope for that thing to happen to you. Or you can use the word pray instead of manifest. So you pray for something, and instead of taking action, you just wait for it to happen to you. But the reason why I said I don't want you to be none of these people is because they have no sense of balance from which they act. Because one person, the first person, which I said, which is like taking action and doing all of this, all they are doing is taking action out of place of scarcity because they don't feel like they have enough. That is the reason why they feel like they want to take more action. That is the reason why they feel like they are not enough. They have a void inside of themselves, a void which is invisible, and they want to hide it through the actions which they are doing. The actions which they do, these highly productive people, all they do is take action. The actions that they do are hiding that void within themselves that is telling them, yo, we need to sort out something isn't right. But you try to escape it from taking action and action and action and action. You think you're being productive, but in a sense you're just kind of ruining your sense of self within the world, right? Now, the second type of person who just sits there and sort of waits for things to happen to them, I want you to think about with this one thing, right? You can't really sit there and hope for things to happen to you, because once you made an intention, you act based on that intention. So I've made a video in the past called The Art of Pretending. So if you just search in The Art of Pretending and then Teo Vision right next to it, you're gonna find that video, right? I'm gonna link the video in the description if I have good enough memory. So we'll see. And basically what I want you to know is, from this sort of paradigm which I've referred to you, which is intent plus action, it's mixing both worlds, right? It's taking a balance from the productive person and the person who just sits there and reality basically works for them. So what happens when you retract yourself from both of these personas, one of like being productive all the time and you don't know what you're doing, but you just got to do something every single time, and the other one of just sitting down and letting things happen to you, you can take a balance of both worlds, right? So in my sort of experience, I've seen the best balance that works for me is intent plus action. So in basic terms, the video which I made, The Art of Pretending, goes in detail about what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to summarize it for you now. In a sense, you just have the intention of what you're going to do, and then you start taking action within the intention which you've set for yourself, right? And so, for example, let's say my intention is to make £5,000 by the end of the month, right? Now, I'm not going to pretend that I am myself who is at ground zero right now, who is at level zero. I'm not going to pretend that I am now right here, who is going to make the £5,000 in the future, right? What I'm going to think in my mind is, I'm not that person anymore. Who I am is the person that's already achieved that goal, and I'm simply replaying the whole scenario again. So to make it easier for you to understand, I'm just basically replaying a save file which I already had, and I'm just coming back to it and I'm playing it again. I've already achieved that goal, but it's like I'm replaying a mission. Basically, I'm replaying that mission of getting to £5,000 again. And when I have that identity of I've already done it, so it's easy for me now. Even if things go bad, I'm not going to be shaken, because I think, you know what, I've done it already. So even if things look shaky right now, tomorrow or even next week, things will be cleared up again. So there's no problem in me thinking about and worrying about something that will obviously happen in my own version of my reality. Now, chances are it might happen, it might not happen. It depends on my intention and my action, right? And what God has for the outcome. Because you need to realize you can have as much as you want, but God will grant it to you. He's the one that grants the things to you, right? You can make the intention, you can pray and stuff, you can do all these things, but God is the one that gives you all these things, right? And so getting back to the example, I want you to know that it's basically me pretending that I'm already the person that's made the 5,000, and I'm making that whole thing again, right? And I want you to understand these two principles as well, which help you guide through your journey of not really being this person who sits there and waits for things to happen to them. Rather, you just kind of have the intention of what you want, right? You make it clear of what you want and what you want your own reality to look like. You make it clear to yourself by writing down on a book or like a journal. I've done that a lot of times. I have like a journal like right at the back somewhere there, and I just kind of write about what I want to see in my future or what I want to see. You watching this video right now, a couple of years ago when I was like 14 or 15, I wrote in my journal that I wanted to make videos like this one, and I never really had the charisma and the confidence to be on camera and speak like this. And so it just goes to show that the intention you make, even a few years back, it will come into fruition if you just take action on it as little as possible. I used to record videos on my laptop. It was like this broken, I don't even know, it's like, it wasn't broken, but it was expensive, right? But it was just kind of broken laptop. It's like this Dell laptop. I used to open the webcam and I used to record videos, and looking back at it, I cringe. But it's led to where I'm right now. You can look at how many videos I've made and how much they have helped people. Honestly, it goes to show that one simple intention can literally change the trajectory of your life based on what actions you take, right? But I wanted to leave you with one simple hack which I've learned from this whole journey of going through life and going through experiences and working on something which I really like. Let's say it's a sport, it's making these videos, it's designing clothes, it could be anything, right? And so one of the things which helped me is to balance the art of taking action and resting and having faith, right? If you balance the art between taking action, resting, and having faith that things will work out, you become unstoppable in the realm of creating your own reality, right? And so once you master this whole reality, what happens is you don't really seem to be bothered by anything so much, because you know that even though I am here right now, I will be at a better place in the future because of the actions that I'm taking and the intentions in my mind that take me to the future and give me this sort of identity that I am not me. I'm the person who's achieved the thing which I want to achieve, right? So if you merely pretended to be the person who you are or who you were, I'm going to make a future video on this, so this can really help you. So if you just shift the way you view yourself when you are handling the current situations that happen, and you view yourself as someone that's already been through the situation and is like an expert in dealing with this current situation, you changed the vibration by which you operate in this world, and plus you're changing the whole tone of the scenario you're dealing with. Instead of making it more negative, you deal with it in a more positive way, and that way the outcome will be more fruitful. The outcome will be much more of what you desire rather than what you don't desire, right? And so with that being said, I hope this video helped you. I don't want to make it too long. And so with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you with the next one.